Y'all look, I want to show you something. Look, this color, this is called Glow Illuminator. This is part of the cream makeup that I sell. This is Illuminator. This is like a shimmer, right? I want to show you something that I do. Take this color. This is the equivalent of like it's similar to the Drunk Elephant Glow Drops that you put all over your face under your makeup and give you a little like bronzy glow. So it looks really, really dark. This is what she looks like. Okay, but I want to show this to you. If you put this on under your makeup, kind of like underpaint it, it looks ridiculous, but it's always a dumpster fire until it's not. So I need you to trust me. Yes, I had weight loss surgery in October of 2020. Then I gained all the weight back because they tell you. Oh, thank you. My best friend made them. She just sent me nail mail, and it's amazing. If you want custom press-ons, go see Tiffany, Nail Junkie 615. She does all kinds of different designs. She hand paints them. It's really, really cool, and they're not expensive either. So anyways, whenever you go get weight loss surgery, they give you like a psych test because that's what the insurance company requires to approve it, right? I should have failed that test because they don't tell you that, like, if you got trauma, you might want to resolve that first or you're going to gain your weight back because it's a trauma thing. But I didn't learn that till later. Anyways, thank you. I'm going to make a video of all the nails that she just sent me, and they are so cool how she does her nails. I am in class. Girl, you're wild. Okay, look at this illuminator. See how it looks like dark and crazy? But these creams, you guys, this is a good example of kind of how they blend a lot lighter than they actually are. They're not as dark as they look. So I'm just using my blush and bronzer brush to take this illuminator, and they just kind of... Yes, I had the gastric sleeve, Lindsay. I'm telling you, they do not, like, they'll give you the psych test, like, are you of normal mind or whatever? And you're like, yeah. But they don't ask you, do you have trauma that you might want to resolve before you do this surgery and gain all your weight back? They don't ask you that. That's a question they should put on there. But like, you have to talk to like a licensed like psychiatrist or whatever, and that's part of the insurance approval. But so they take out your stomach, but they don't teach you. You just learn how to eat past it and then gain your weight back. So it's just a tool. Like, you have to fix your relationship with food first, you know? Okay, so see that illuminator, how it just kind of creates a really pretty like glow underneath, right? I have my mammogram and my ultrasound today. Y'all, I'm nervous as hell. I've been jamming music all morning just to keep myself occupied. It's been a scary whatever. Anyways, okay. You too, Valerie? I'm telling you. Yep. They make sure you're not crazy, but then they don't tell you, hey, address your problems. So I'm here to make that statement. Okay. So this illuminator, I just dusted all over. So it has a really pretty glow from within. And that's this dark stuff. So whenever you see this darkness, you're like, oh, it looks dark. It's not. These cream products are not as dark as they look. They blend out very, very sheer. Okay, so I just did an illuminator underneath so that I don't look sad. You had a lumpectomy. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Do you do the mobile scans? I'm going to a place. Someone was actually able to get me in today. One of my friends called a manager, and she was like, we can get you in like today. So I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, so I did this illuminator. Now I'm going to come in with my main highlight. So this is my main, kind of like my main foundation shade, I guess. And I just kind of dust this all over and just give like it's not super heavy. It just gives kind of a light base. And there's no other shades on my face right now besides my illuminator. So it's okay if you kind of like, usually I dab, just keep it in one area, but you'll see when I do the other colors. But this is just going on first, so I'm just kind of buffing this into my skin a little bit. I try to do my makeup a different way every day so that you can see. Oh, let me put on here my phone number. I always forget. If you comment the word match on any of my posts, the little robot machine will pick it up and send you my color match form. Or you can just text me. When you text this number... I'll just put for anything. I usually put for color match, but you can text me for anything. When you text my number, it's not like it's me. It's like you text and it's me. Like I answer. It's me. Thank you so much. I am absolutely like obsessed with everyone just being so kind and just offering advice and love and kindness and support. It's just been really amazing. Would Xanadu work? No, Xanadu is mixed with bronzer. So Xanadu is coming back in the fall. You can try it with Xanadu, but lighter. So if you do a bronzer all over as a base, like you can totally do that and it's really pretty. But I would do it lighter because it has the bronzer in it. So this is my illuminator, and then I use, hold on y'all. I have these neon lights and they reflect a pink cast on my face. Hold on. Let me turn them off. And I don't think I know how. Let's see. There's one. There's two. Okay. Oh, that's better. They put that pink neon cast on my face. Okay. So an illuminator, Valerie, is basically a shimmer. So it looks like a color, but it's not coverage. It's sheer. Like it's a very, it just catches the light so that when you catch the light source, it like gives it a little pop. So you can see how it's like kind of glowing underneath my makeup. Most of the time when I use an illuminator, it's just on like the high points of my face to kind of catch the glow. So it kind of helps you look a little bit more hydrated, a little bit more awake and alive. It's really, really pretty. So you just use it in really small areas, or like if you're wearing a low cut shirt, like for the holidays or you're going on a date or whatever, put a little illuminator right there on your collarbones. That makes it kind of just pop really nice in the light, and it's really sexy and really pretty. Okay, so there's my main shade. So I'll match each of these colors. So when you get a color match, you just send me your selfie. I look at your selfie and I'm like, oh, and then I match you to these shades. Thank you so much, Sarah. You're so nice. I haven't bought cosmetics in a couple years. I'm 53. Oh, if you're 53, use this stuff. You'll like it. Using bronzer all over. Yes. And it's weird because this is bronzer, and you think that pale girls are like, you know, white girls can't wear this as like a main shade. A lot of my fair skinned freckle girls, this is their main shade because it doesn't make the freckles chalky. It's really, I'm telling you, this makeup's really sheer and really pretty. Okay, so I just did a little bit of my main shade, kind of dusted all over. The reason you don't need super full coverage with this, which a lot of girls, including myself, are like, I need full coverage. Try it this way first. Do a light dusting of your main shade, because by the time you add the other shades, you'll be like, oh, I guess she was right. I didn't need all that full coverage, because the dimension that you add will make it appear that you're wearing like full coverage makeup, but you're really not. It's really cool. So this is my main shade. Let's pop over to my contour. Now we're going to create some shape. You can do this with your finger. Just dab it in there, dab it all over. I usually just take my same brush and squeeze it so that it fits in the pan and just tap into my contour so it picks up a little bit on the bristles. And then I just kind of lightly just kind of tap it, stamp it, buff it right in those areas where I need a little bit of like shadow, a little bit more dimension and shape. And you can see it doesn't apply really, really heavy. And these all blend together and they melt into your skin. So you're never going to feel like cakey and gross and weird and wet and tacky. It's really, really nice. It feels like it should feel like your skin, like a second skin. It should feel like a nice silky powder, but it's not. And it's really nice. There's only 11 ingredients. One of them is beeswax. I keep telling y'all, look up the benefits of beeswax for your skin and you'll be like, oh, that's kind of nice. That's one of the main ingredients in this. Okay, so my contour is just kind of helping my cheekbones out a little bit. Kind of tap that on, and you don't have to be like super specific with this, because as you tap it into your face, it'll blend. This makeup kind of it knows what to do, kind of. So when you put it in the general right area, and you'll be fine. And if it looks like way out of whack, like your shades just could be off. But once you do it once or twice, you'll be like, oh, that was pretty easy. And it's really, really cool. And then you can build it up or keep it really light. So I'm just kind of putting my contour kind of all over my hairline and then right here under the cheekbones, and then blend up to Jesus. So just kind of, and then just tap it. See how it's not real cakey? And it's not super, super literal. So after I do all my makeup, everything will just be blended really nicely. Okay, so foundation, kind of all over, just a light, this lighting sucks. I hate the lighting in here. Just like an all over foundation shade, kind of really lightly. Then I added my contour for a little bit of shape and dimension. Now I'm going to skip my brightening highlight. I've been doing this and I really like it. So the brightening highlight goes here, where you can see I didn't put a lot of foundation there. So we're going to leave that for just a minute. And here's why. When I do the brightening highlight at the end, I find that it's brighter and it's actually poppier, like it pops a little bit more. So I'm going from my cool gray ashy tone of contour to my warm kind of orangey-ish bronzer. And I'm going to put this so where my contour kind of goes in to create these shadows. The bronzer is going to go on top. So I'm going to tap that on top on like the high points of my cheekbones, the high points of my forehead, See how it's a little bit more orangey in tone and less gray-green like the contour? They kind of go in the same area, but they do two different jobs. And then I'm just using the same brush, tapping it into my skin, just pressing it right in. Bigger brush to just kind of tap that all over. I'm not mashing it into my face and like swirling it all around. I'm just using the tips of my bristles to just kind of dust it all over. So you'll get this, see how it's creating that really pretty dimension with the warmth and the cool, and everything just kind of melts together real pretty. Bring it down your neck. This makeup is really, really light. Even if you're older, if you have lines and wrinkles and mature skin and dry skin and oily skin, and if you have all these things, this is the one. I don't know what to tell you. This is the one. Yes, don't bend your bristles. I love it so much. Did you guys ever get my merch, my merch t-shirt? It says, don't bend the bristles. And then I have one that says blend up to Jesus, and I have like the all willy-nilly merch, and it's really fun. There's some new fall merch too. Okay, so I just basically did my main foundation shade, a contour just in these areas, a bronzer kind of in these areas up here to create these different dimensions, right? So I have the cool, the warm, the light, the dark, all these things. Now I'm going to add some blush. Let's add some color real quick, which I forgot which palette I was using. I was going to go to my next level. I'm going to use this color Nude. Same brush. Let's just, whatever. Tap that in. Come back here. And I put my blush on the backs of my cheekbones. Thank you. My best friend does custom press-ons. I've got to show you. I just can't. Look what she just sent me. She sent me these. Hold on. I got to brag. She's bragging rights. We've been friends for 30 years. She sent me these. She hand paints them, customizes, whatever length, size, shape, petite, whatever, she does them. So she sent me these. She sent me these. She sent me, I get to be her guinea pig. So like when she tries new designs, I get them. She sends me these with like little bitty gold around the edges. She sends me these because she wanted to try some new chromes. And I love blood and guts, and so I like the drippy kind of blood. Yeah, she sent me these because she knows I like funky and kind of 80s and bright pop. They say about 2 weeks until if you pop them off, and then these are thicker than regular press-ons, so they don't pop off as easy, so they'll last longer. And she sends you like instructions and the glue and everything. I have an event where I have to wear a gold dress, so she sent me these. That'll be on Friday night. Yep. She did these, and she hand paints, customizes these, and she uses like, cool, right? And then she did these ones. These ones are textured, so like right here, it's actual texture. And you can get literally any freaking size, shape, color, design. I have some with my husband's face on them. Yeah, she, aren't they so nice? And then she does these chrome ones. So she always sends me, if she sends me a chrome, she sends me the matte color. So she does like the matte and then the chrome. And then there's, oh, these are so pretty. See what I mean? There's like a matte version and then a chrome version. She explores with different, like nail things, whatever. And then she's like, I like this color. And she knows what size nails I use. So she'll send you like, the sizing is like $2. And then it's just like a set of acrylic, a set of the little tips, and you put them on your fingers and you tell her what size you need. And then just go to Pinterest and like send her 50 pictures of things that you love, and she'll create a custom set for you. It's really cool. Look at these little like zebra kind of goldish. Her Instagram is nailjunkie615. These, and they're amazing. And I'm telling you, she's made a bazillion. That's all I wear is these, is her. See what I mean? And then she does designs too. Like whenever she first started creating them, she comes up with like, this is a Clueless, Hello Kitty / Clueless set that she did. See, remember the Clueless, like the yellow that she wore? This was when she tried a water design. I got them all stuck together. Hold on. This is when she tried the water. Isn't that really cool? It looks like a swimming pool. She is so freaking talented. She does all kinds of different, like, she does like leopard and flowers and just anything you can think of. I mean, if you want, she did the dating detectives for my podcast. She did dating detectives nails. She can do like neon and Valentine's Day and literally anything you want. It's so cool. She's really, really talented. She did all my 4th of July nails. Really, really cool. So Nail Junkie 615. So if you, I'll make sure that you get her information, but she does really, really cool stuff. Like literally anything you can think of. She can do themes. She can do Harry Potter. She did Wizard of Oz. That's our theme for our event next week. And she did a bunch of my team's nails, like Wizard of Oz theme. So really, really cool. And she loves exploring with color. So she's got these in her head. She's just creative. I could never come up with all this stuff. So really cool. Check her out if you like the press-ons. But everybody always compliments my nails, and she always does them. This was from one set, and then these were a whole nother set that I just got yesterday that I put on today. Okay, so, sorry. Intermission. Okay, so putting on my blush, kind of all over, right? So, okay, I just did my foundation all over, my contour to create shape, my bronzer to create the warmth, so just more dimension. And then what else did I do? Oh, my blush. I'm going to add a little lippy. This is one of my favorites. This is Sunshine Shake. This makeup is so cool. If you're not using this makeup yet, a lot of people I think are hesitant because they're like, oh, it's new, I don't want to try it. Please know that I'll be there to help you through it. I just posted a video yesterday because I'm so frustrated with customer service. Everywhere you go, it's just like crappy. And I was like, my people are not going to know bad customer service. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is go into my brightening highlight. It looks really bright. So this is like our concealer shade, right? I'm going to pop this right here. Kind of tap that in a little bit. I like to put a little bit right here. Oh, I can't wait till you try it. You have to let me know how you like it. And then I'm going to take this right here down my face, down my nose. Okay, so that's that super bright concealer shade, right? So usually I do like my foundation, concealer, contour, blend it all in. But I found that when I do because I forgot my concealer one day, my brightening highlight one day. And then I put it on last and I was like, that looks really good and really bright. Okay, so now that I have my brightening highlight, same brush. Just gonna tap it in. So these colors don't actually like swirl all over your face and you're like stirring it like Nesquik, right? These are just pressing into your skin, melting into your skin, creating this really beautiful finish. And it really gives you the most confidence you've ever had in your life. Like, it doesn't matter how confident or not confident you are with makeup or how much experience you have with makeup. This will be so easy for you. You do it once or twice and that's it. Like you've got it, and it's really cool. This is the best, and Mackenzie is the best customer. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I really do. I make sure my customer service is on point. And that's something that I always stress because that's one thing that people don't want to buy crap online because they know they're not going to get the customer service they need if it sucks. You know what I mean? But so Saint offers a 30-day return policy. So if you don't like it, you can return it. But I am I am your customer service rep. I am your concierge. I am everything that you need. I am your IT support. Well, don't call me for IT support because I don't know. But I am your support for anything that you need with your makeup. I can help you. So see how it adds that pop of brightness? And right here in the center of my face is where that brightness is. So if you've ever seen me do the Scuba Steve, I do Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve puts on his goggles, and inside the goggles, everything's bright. Outside the goggles is where the contour goes, right? And then the bronzer goes like where the actual goggles suction to your face. And the main shade goes everywhere else. And then everybody seems to really like it. And everything goes in its place. Look. So your contour to Jesus, it took 4 minutes. Like it doesn't take very long at all. So by the time you finish your makeup, you're 5 minutes. Like that's how long it should take you. No more doing all the like liquid foundation and blending it and then doing your contour, everything else. Like this is so fast and so easy. I love you too. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. You text me, like you text me and say, "Hey Mackenzie, I need help." And I pull up my text and I say, "Oh, hey friend." I physically respond. A lot of people think I have like a robot that like is like respond like an AI. It's not. Are there trial sizes? No, there's no trial sizes, but there is a 30-day return policy. But if you want to start small, I usually recommend, I like to call this the baby palette. So the baby palette is just the basics. It just has the 4 shades, foundation, concealer, contour, and like a lip and cheek color. you choose them. So whenever you're like, I just want to start small, they're $16 a piece, and then get at least one brush. The Saint brushes are made for cream makeup, so the volume and the density of the bristles is different. So I wouldn't try to use your own brush. I mean, you can. I'm not your mama. Do whatever you want. But you'll see a difference with the Saint brushes. But anyways, it's like $105, I think, with the brush, the 4 colors, and the palette, and start there. And then if you don't like it, you can return it. But nobody returns it because they like it. And also I feel like I really help too, because even if you get it and you're like, wait, what happened? Because it's new, you know, you need a chance to learn it. But that's where I cut. My necklace just fell. Did I not clasp it right? I think my necklace was not clasped right because it just fell right off my neck. Anyways, so that's where you text me and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. And sometimes it's just a shade issue. Like sometimes if you're like, I've been trying to put this on my face and I'm not getting it, and then I can help you figure out, like, you know, what we can do differently. Yeah, Lindsay, it's true. Like, if you want to save money, you can use your own brushes. It's just that, like, the Real Techniques, the Sigma brushes, the It by Ulta, they're all great brushes, right? These are just more dense. Like, this one's fluffy, but it's not as soft. So these aren't going to, like, bend as easy. So whenever you go to apply the cream makeup, it gives you a little bit more of a dense application so that you can apply this makeup correctly. But it's not cakey. It's not weird. It's really, really pretty. I don't use a primer per se. I use my SPF as a primer. So I start my makeup with SPF underneath. So I do SPF and then my makeup. So it's kind of a double whammy, primer and SPF, which it's great to have both. Oh, the Saint brush cleaner it's better than any of the other ones. It's better than better than the Cinema Secrets. And Cinema Secrets is what the professionals use, and it's better than that one. And it smells better too. What was I gonna do? Oh, eyeshadow. It's not an eyeshadow brush. Hold on, let me get it clean. Do I have a oh yeah, I can use this one, it's fine. I want to do a pretty eyeshadow real quick. This one's, it's fine. This one's fine. That's fine. Okay. So eyeshadow. Yeah. Okay. So the colors that I have in this palette, and this is an everyday, like this is an everyday palette. You can just like, whatever, there's different sizes, different colors that you can, you know, for your personality, whatever, that all the palettes are magnets. And so all of these little pans, they come like this, and you pop them in however you want. So you put them in the order you want, or whatever. There's a setting powder and illuminator too. The illuminator, even though I put illuminator under my makeup, the illuminator I can put on top. Also, just on the high point. See how it just like kind of catches that light just a little bit more? So it just creates a little bit more of a pop. A little bit here. Okay. There's my illuminator, and then also setting powder. Same brush. Has all the gunk on it. I'm going to go into my setting powder. It doesn't transfer. It's not like wet paint. Just tap on a little bit of setting powder. And setting powder on your lids. Do setting powder on your lids before your eyeshadow, and you won't get the like the Walmart carts with the broken wheel, and you're trying to drag the eyeshadow brush over your lids and it's going. It won't do that. So use that. Okay. Let's go into this one. Is this Bubba yeah, this is Bubba. So this is Bubba. I'm going to use Bubba as a base just because it's a light kind of neutral. Just kind of dust this all over. I try to do like quick eyeshadows, but I also like to match my outfit. So I wanted some pink in this because pink is my jam. Okay, so there's Bubba. Now I'm going to go into this color called Mija. This color, by the way, if you purchase this color of eyeshadow, all the proceeds benefit foster care, Saints Foster Care Organization. Angels, or Love is Never Wasted. Angel's Landing is another one they have. That one is for kids who have aged out of the foster care program, but they still want to support them. So all of the proceeds for this color and Stay Golden. What primer do you use? I use my SPF as primer. It's an Elastin SPF 36, and it's great skincare. Someone mentioned earlier, Saint is just like extra skincare, because I'm telling you, it is like freaking, it is so hydrating, and your skin will really love it. Okay, so Bubba and then Mija. Now in the corners, I'm going to add this color, which is called Revival. And I just kind of do the sides. Pick it up here. Tappy tap here, right in the corners. I like using the Revival. Revival is like a brown, but it has a little hint of purple. And if you use it with other like pinks or purples or reds, it really helps to like enhance that purplish tone a little bit. So it's really pretty. Revival is really nice. And then if you wear it with browns, it just looks more of a brown, but like a pretty brown. It's really, really nice. And I just kind of put that in the outer corners. It don't have to be perfect, y'all. Like, you can just slap it on there. Just try not to bend your bristles and you'll get a really good application. And then I'm going to come in to this color. This is Riviera, and I like to put this on the inner half of my lids under the crease. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in here, you guys? I forgot to put Drift. Drift is an eyeshadow that I put always on the inner corner of my lids, like with the where the eye boogers go. I just realized my nails look like Instagram. The Instagram logo. Oh my God. I just realized I'm stupid. It's fine. Okay, so Riviera, my shimmer is just real. I use my finger because when you use a brush, the pigment isn't as much. And I just think that's really pretty. Isn't that nice? It's just a really pink. Oh, it's just a really pink. A really pretty pink. And I think it looks a little bit like a sunset. I think it's really, really nice. Okay, so Drift. This is the one I always use at the very, very end, but I forgot to put it in that palette. So take my Drift. Right there with the eye boogers. And that's it. Hey, friend. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're here. I have I wanted to get ready with you guys because I have a podcast recording, and then I'm going to get my mammogram and my ultrasound to see what this lump is in my boobies. See what happens. Okay, and then, isn't that eyeshadow really pretty? See how all those colors work together? I'm telling you, it's so freaking nice. Like, these pigments are really, really, you'll really like the pigments a lot. And as a matter of fact, I kind of want to show you this also because, look, this is a, Benefit sent me this huge thing of mascaras, colored mascaras. This one, I was like, no one's ever going to wear that. No way. But I did just because I was like, I'm an asshole. I have to try it if they send it to me. And it is so freaking pretty. And that's why I always encourage you to explore with colors because you think it's going to look ridiculous and you're going to look like a idiot, but you're not. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. It has been a nightmare trying to get in with someone to get a scan, to get an ultrasound. They're like, oh, we don't do that here. And then I made another appointment. They made a whole appointment for me and then said, oh, we don't do breast scans here. And I'm like, then why'd you make me the appointment? I told you, like, what? Anyways, it's been a thing. But then finally my friend was like, she's a radiologist, a radiology tech. And she talked to somebody who talked to somebody else, and they're like, come in tomorrow. So I get to record podcasts for a little bit, and then I get to finally go get my scan that everybody is giving me a hard time about because insurance is stupid and nobody cares about anybody else. They just care about their money and themselves, but it's fine. I think that's why I'm so obsessed. Like, lately I've been talking so much about my customer service because I never want anybody to feel the way that I felt when I went to go get my breast scan because my doctor found a lump. And I never want anybody to feel that way. And that's why my customer service has always been on par. Because when women are scared, like in my case, it's just makeup. It's nothing medical. But when women are scared or they're not confident in something, like women deserve to have someone there that's like going to hold their hand and say, hey, I know you don't have all the confidence, but you know what? I'm going to get you there because you deserve that, right? And I feel like even in the medical field, like people are scared of what's going on. So thank you so much for your prayers. That really, really means the world to me. Thank you so much. And yes, this is if you're not using the Benefit brow products, they are better than all of them. They're better than Anastasia. They are my absolute favorites. I will use them till the day I die. I even got my mom turned on to it. And she's not a big like makeup pro, but anyways, really pretty, right? You guys try this makeup. Get a free color match. You just send me your selfie. Type the word match. it'll send you a color match form, and then you put in your name and send me your selfie, and then it comes to me, and then I text you and email you and say, hey, here's your colors, and then wait for you to respond, and then you can text me and be like, hey, okay, here's the questions that I have or whatever, and then we can chat and I'll help you. So, okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna go do podcasts and then go get my booby scanned. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.